following show is a paid program.
Hey family, how you doing today? I am so excited. I have my friend, comedian Mo Jones. He does Christian comedy. Hey, my friend, how you doing?
Hey, what's happening, Cam Hill? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad you are here from the Bay Area. Shout out to
From the Bay
California.
Area.
I know this COVID is something, isn't it?
Oh my God. Jesus.
What
Man, this
in the
COVID got us all messed up, Cam.
all messed
I
up?
told my wife when this COVID hit that she can't use my toothbrush no more.
I can't with you. I can't with you. How did you get into start into comedy, my friend? How did we start?
Man, I've been goofy all my life. I think my mama didn't take prenatal vitamins, and that made me goofy. So, I just had a funny bone, man, and I just exercised my gift, and man, and that took me worldwide being goofy.
Oh my God. Let's look at Christian comedy. What's the difference? What is Christian comedy?
Man, the difference is you cannot cuss. You cannot cuss.
You can't.
Christian comedy, man, it's I think of it as getting closer to God.
Mhm.
Being able to take church events and church things that you grew up in church and speak about them, and you talk about different things in the Bible, and being able to connect with a whole different side. And a lot of people can't do Christian comedy.
Right, right, exactly. You always speak about the fact that your your mom drug you to church,
Yeah, I was a drug addict at an early age.
and that you're able.
Oh man.
That's crazy, and you're able to impersonate others.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I can. I can do Bernie Mac. I can do Ray Charles. Yes, I
Absolutely.
can.
Absolutely. And I like the fact when you were speaking about how Bernie Mac, if he was at this point in our lives and here, and of course Trump not wanting to leave the White House.
Bernie be going, let me tell you something, Trump. If you don't get yourself out of here, I'm going to bust your head. I swear, oh Lord.
Exactly, exactly. I love that. How has COVID affected, I'm sure, the industry period? I know it's affected it here.
Man, the COVID has shut a lot of stuff down. I've lost about 75 to 80 dates since this COVID. And we just lost one show, actually four shows, two tonight and two tomorrow, because the COVID has started to ramp itself back up. And it's sad, man. A lot of people out here are really struggling as entertainers, as comedians, singers. This COVID is not a good thing right now.
Absolutely, and the numbers keep going up too.
Yeah, man. Was here in California, here in the United States, was it in 1 week's time, 10 million new cases? That's
Yes,
ridiculous,
that's
man.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous, and it's still going up. The other thing too, you're a minister,
Yes.
so you've been laying hand, praying for
Yeah.
people.
Gee!
Oh my God, that is too funny. Upcoming, let's talk to some of the upcoming comics. Now that COVID is hit, and they're just sitting waiting, and they're local, they're in their area. Some, local Houston, local California. What would you suggest they
Yes.
do now at this moment?
Keep writing, keep thinking, keep being creative, because eventually it's going to break loose and you'll be able to show your creativity once this COVID is over with. But at all times, always write, always keep thinking of something. Don't lose your edge. If you got to go to your look yourself in the mirror or get your family members and you just run jokes off of them, they'll tell you, they'll give you the brutal, honest truth. If something funny, they'll laugh. And if they don't laugh, then you know it wasn't funny.
Absolutely. We're talking about, our topic is the road to comedy on today. And like I said, people are at home. 40 million plus people are at home, especially now. And they have that dream in
Yes.
their heart. And they want to just step out on faith and just really want to do something other than what they didn't want to work in the first place in a corporate America, but they had a dream. What would you tell them?
Right. Yeah. Martin Luther King had a dream. uh man, on the road to comedy, man, just continue to stay focused, stay on course, because at the end of the day, things will work out for you. It worked out for me. I've been working at this a long time now, and I got to the point now that a lot of my comedy is this stuff is real life, true life stuff. And nothing more funnier than something when you talk about yourself. A lot of comics talk about other people, but if you talk about yourself, use yourself in your comedy. I use myself in my comedy all the time. I talk about me. I talk about my mother, my father. God rest both of their souls. My wife, my kids. Nobody's exempt.
That's true. Nobody is exempt in that way. In doing so, in the
Mm-mm.
start off, I know you had to, it was a lot of open mics. It's a lot of work. It wasn't always monetary. And I think that's what people look for
Right.
immediately.
Well, yeah. To any up and coming comic, if you have an open mic, go to your open mic, get you a 3 to 5 minute set, and no matter how many times you use that set, continue to use it, and then make it grow. Far as the monetary thing, man, I did so many shows. I think I did thousands of shows for free. And when I first got my first $25, man, I thought I won the lotto.
I, I, know, I know that's right. So many of them are sitting, like I said, they're sitting at home and they're thinking about it, and they said, man, this is really what I'd like to do. But
Yes,
unfortunately, financially, I'm not able to do it. And I tell people all the time, comics and entertainers have jobs, many of them. They start off with an actual
yes.
job.
I still have my job.
You're still employed.
I thank God for my job.
I know that's right. I know that's right,
And
especially
one thing I
now.
want to tell them too, Cam, one thing I want to tell the young comics too, excuse me for cutting you off, this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Hmm.
Because you can't come in here thinking you'll get a quick buck. Because people, you have to um, grow your fan base, and fan base creates money. And if you have a small fan base, not Buki Ray Ray, your cousin Nuck Nuck, and the rest of them, you have to build a foundation. Once your foundation is solid, and then you will grow. If you're in here to think you're gonna get a quick buck, you're in the wrong business.
The other thing too is that we have a lot of people that are Instagram comedians. So they have that one
Yes,
minute, but they can't do stand up because of the time. They don't have enough material.
that's correct. When you're on Instagram, there's a lot of Instagram sensations.
Hmm.
Um, but when you get an audience and you have to captivate that audience and you got to take them on a journey, it's different than talking to a phone. But when you have all these people staring at you and they paid their money to come see you, oh, they want to laugh.
Hmm.
If you don't laugh, they will boo you or they'll start talking. And we call that dying 1,000 deaths on stage.
Wow. And I can see that. I can see a lot of people doing
Yes,
that. And I've seen several of them. They were great on Instagram. They had a lot of followers, but they could not stand up, not even 10 minutes, not even five. They were just struggling.
man, you know how long 5 minutes is? Man, let me take that back. You know how long 1 minute is?
One
If
minute.
you're not funny and people not paying you no attention,
Right.
brother,
It's a long
that's
time.
that's a long time, man.
I
You
agree
got
with
you got
that.
to know when to cut your losses.
Absolutely. In talking about it, we never mentioned, many people know about the entertainment side, but the business side, they lose money on the business side. They'll shake hands with maybe
Yeah,
the club owner or wherever they are,
right.
the promoter, but they never do contracts. Let's talk to people about that, the business side.
Well, the business side is this: you always got to make sure you get a contract. because remember the movie Janky Promoters? There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of janky promoters out there that will have you fly, and I'm only speaking because I've been through this myself. Um, you go out there, you do your show, and then they'll tell you, man, I don't have your money. And now you're stuck. Now
Right.
you're stuck. So if you get contracts, you make sure you get your deposit halfway before the show's there. Get at least 50 to 75% of your money before you step on stage. And before you step on stage, make sure that 100% of whatever you agreed upon is paid.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that. And also, a lot of people have told me that they were thinking that this included airfare, their meaning their travel and their accommodations where they're staying and things like that. And then they find out when they're getting there, it does not.
Well, that's what we in your contract we call it a rider. You have to stipulate your needs and wants. If you're up and coming comic, when I first started touring with Earthquake, I paid for my own airplane tickets. I had to sleep in many clubs. I have slept upstairs in the green room many nights
Mm-hmm.
before I established myself to where I can get my hotel, my airfare, and travel and accommodations while you're there. Sometimes they make sure that you have some food to eat. Cam, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, and I'm serious. I had to eat the food that was in the green room. That
Mm-hmm.
was my dinner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then I was just speaking to another comic about the fact that he was saying you have to know that you are not the headliner. You're just stepping on as an opening and you need to get off on time. And many people don't.
One thing that you learn, and I've learned, you have to respect the mic. If
Right.
you're a feature act or the host, you do not go over your time. If anything, you cut your time a little short to give the headliner that much respect.
Right.
So when I first started with Earthquake and going doing my shows when I was a young comic, we had a host, and I was his feature act. And as time went on, we got rid of the host, and I got paid for the host and the feature act. So basically, me and Earthquake was a two-man unit, and I will stay on stage until I see Earthquake. When I see Earthquake, I know to start wrapping it up because I knew his do's and don'ts and what he wanted and what he expected of me. So to any of the young comics, if you guys working with somebody, talk to the headliner. There's certain jokes they probably don't want you to say. There's certain things you don't want to say. And if you're in an establishment where you shouldn't do a whole lot of cursing, a lot of comics feel that if you curse, it's good, but you got to respect the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Your time limit is crucial because a lot of times people will, you get blackballed, let's say you're going overtime, yeah, you won't be working.
Absolutely. The other thing is being late.
Oh my God. If you late to a show, you may not get on that show.
Right.
I guarantee you, you will not get on that show. Always, even me at this time, I get to the venue at least an hour early, an
Mm-hmm.
hour and a half early, just so I can unwind and just go into my zone. I don't get nervous anymore because I love being on stage, but I go into my zone. You look at the Lavelle Crawfords, you look at the Earthquakes, you look at this, and Sinbad, may God bless him, he had a stroke.
Right.
The Kevin Harts, we all get into a zone. There's a zone right when you get to the show. You people do different things. They got all their own rituals, but you got to get into a zone and do not be late at all. Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
That's a no
Absolutely.
no.
That's definitely not. And then, like you said, I love what you said about the fact in speaking to the headliner or someone to find out, what they allow, because many times they don't want you cursing.
Right. I learned that the hard way. Earthquake told me, man, you're funny. You ain't got to cuss so much. Don't cuss. And when you get into different audiences, they're already stereotyping you as a black comic. Um, and they don't want you don't want you to curse. You get into a white audience, they don't want to hear all that crazy MF and B words and MFers and all that. You don't want to hear
Right.
all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And you get grown folks that come to your show, they don't want to hear it because now I don't like hearing a lot of cursing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The other thing too is now that we're in a racial injustice time, a lot of people are
Oh,
not wanting.
geez.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
That has been a stigma too.
Man, this systemic racism, and it ain't. You know, the thing is, it's always been there.
Yeah.
And number 45, I would not even bless his name by saying his name out here on your show or anywhere else. Number 45, he he encourages it.
Mm-hmm.
And when he had that one thing, he was on TV the other day, and he told the people to stand back and stand by. No, you're supposed to shut him down. You're supposed to be the commander of chiefs of this great country. And he got that slogan, "Make America Great." When? Where? Not
Yeah.
during these last 4 years. It's
Wow.
the worst it's ever been, and I'm 52 years old.
Mm-hmm. 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 And in looking at that, where do you get your material from other than you were saying your family and things? But I've seen a lot of people, not just yourself, but from different instances, like your George Floyd's,
Hmm.
racial injustice, politics, just a lot of things that are
Yeah.
happening even now.
Yes, that's where I get my jokes from. I watch a lot of TV. I pay attention to TV, things I see walking down the street. Um, I don't write material anymore. I really don't have to. I write subjects down, or I think of a subject and I go off of it. And I'm that's a gift that only from God, because a lot of people write their material. Which no disrespect to whoever write their material, but a lot of my material comes from what I see. A lot of times, what I've seen, a lot of even big name comics that write their material down and they go line by line. If someone says something crazy to you, you got to remember where you stopped off at,
Mm-hmm. You really
or you
do.
stuck.
You really do. You really do. And now
Yeah.
that a lot of stuff is virtual and some comics were trying to do, virtual shows, and they said, Cam, we just can't do it
Mhm.
because our audience is the one that gives us that energy.
You know what? I've been asked to do at least 5 or 6 virtual shows. What I learned by watching other comics do it, you have to feed off the crowd. When you
Mm-hmm.
just talking to the camera and you in this quiet and you thinking this joke is funny, it might be funny with a bunch of people, but if you by yourself, it might not be as funny, and you can't deliver it. Because I do a lot of eye contact, and I'm a very uh, agile comic when I move around constantly and I do a lot of different things, but I need to connect to the audience. The audience is my driver. And most
Right.
comics, it will tell you that the crowd is their driver.
Absolutely, because many of you, I've noticed that maybe looking to the audience, you might have been going to say a joke on something else, but you see something in the audience, or someone is wearing something, or something is happening in the in the, some,
Yes, yes,
someone is wearing some loud
yes,
colors or
yes,
something.
yes. Yes, yes. Just the other day we did. I thought of this, man. I seen some young man with some skinny jeans on and he was sagging. How in the world can you sag with skinny jeans on? Jesus help me. Take the wheel.
And then if a police officer running after you, your clothes gone. They trying
Man,
to
how you
hold.
gonna run holding your belt and your britches? Man, come on, man. Just fall on the ground.
There you
Just fall
go.
on the ground because
Just
you ain't
follow
gonna
the ground.
outrun a cop
No, not at all.
unless
You
the
better
cop
not.
is big and fat.
You are
Then
so
he gonna
right
shoot
about
you
that.
because he gonna be out of breath.
Oh my God, that's crazy, isn't it? As you're looking back
Yes.
into as a minister, how did you become one? How did you think of that? Decide to go into ministry.
Um, it was a gift. That's another one of my gifts. Like I said, I've been going to church my whole life. My
Mm-hmm.
father was a deacon. My father's father was a minister. My brother's a minister, and I enjoy church. And God spoke to me one day, and I ran from him for a long time and said, "I'm a comic. I like to dance. I like to do crazy stuff." But once I sat down and I listened to the voice of God, and people will know when God actually speak to you. And one day, I told my pastor, I said, "Hey, pastor, preaching is bothering me." He said, "Pray on it." And he said, "Pray with me." And excuse me. And he talked to me about it, and it went on for about 6, 7 months. And then he said, "You're ready. You're ready." And he said, "Whatever the subject you want to talk about," he told me to pray on it and write. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And it was about my subject was I thought I saw. That's when we talk about the burning bush. And I talked about myself in the burning bush. The burning bush, it was burning, but it really wasn't there. It's like a mirage.
Mm.
And I talked about that, and I did an amazing job for myself. And it was one of the greatest things where my mother, she got the Holy Ghost when I was preaching. Now I was like, wait a minute, Mom, you fake it.
Well, let's do this. We want to hear more about it, and we'll be right back with Mo Jones.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office, like the new 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection, only $299 a month. The new 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection, $399 a month. Or the first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, just $499 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase and choose 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash with no payments until March 2021. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm Attorney Willie Powles. Allow me to express myself with you. If you've been hurt or injured in a car or truck accident, give me a call and we'll get it fixed today.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey family, how you doing? I want to remind you, we have a question of the day. And the question is, you see your friend's spouse having an intimate kiss with someone else. What do you do? The phone number is 346-874-7267. 346-874-7267. Hey, Mo Jones, comedian Mo Jones, he's with us. You heard that one? You see your friends. Hey, listen to that. You see your friend's spouse having an intimate kiss with someone else. What do you do? Hey, friend, what would you do?
Just lock me up right now. I'm going to jail. I'm going to find a cop and say, please arrest me. What's wrong? Never mind. Just arrest me now.
So you're not going to tell your friend, right? You're not telling the friend. You're not telling the friend anything.
Oh, I'm going to take them both right there.
Okay.
I'm going to call, hey, Johnny, you know what Patricia was doing? yes, right here. Here they are, right here. I got them both right now.
Absolutely. So you see your friend spouse, right, having an intimate kiss with someone else. So you're going to call your friend, right? You calling them.
Unless an intimate kiss is with you. You ain't.
That's too funny. We want people to call in. I've got some gifts for you. The people that call in, we've got some tickets to the circus. Yep. Let's do it.
Man, the circus?
The circus. The
Man, we
circus
had a
is here.
circus out here, man. Man, I wish I can go to the circus, but we had out here in Oakland. They had a lion. He jumped through the hoop, and the zipper came out. It was a German Shepherd.
Oh, now see what kind of. So Universal Soul Circus is here now. So
I love it.
I love it too. I love it. I love it. So we want to hear from you. We've already had some people to tune in and put some things. Of course, one girl says no, she's not going to tell her friend because she's already been through that before and lost friends. Another guy says, nope, he's not going to tell anybody. And this other girl says, absolutely. She's telling them. She's taking pictures. She's putting them on Facebook. She's doing everything. Look, she's taking them to church. She's throwing oil on them and everything.
Hey, what kind of oil? Crystal oil or Western oil?
She said she's going to throw some holy oil on them.
Ooh, put them on cheaters.
She going to put them on cheetahs. She's doing everything, my friend. Getting back to the
Yeah.
business of the road to comedy, let's talk to other aspiring comics. Some comics that have maybe been coming up, but they haven't gone anywhere. They haven't left their city. How do you know
Okay.
or how do you move to, because they've got to get out. They've got to start traveling.
Yes.
Yeah, they've got to start traveling.
Well, the business will let you know when you are able or they want you to travel. You can go to different nearby cities and see where the shows are and ask you to get on. A lot of times, word of mouth is we call it a buzz. Once you create your buzz, and your buzz, people start asking for you. Once they start asking for you, and every time you go to whatever city you go to, you try to tear the roof off of it. Don't control your funny. A lot of times, a lot of headlines get mad at you because you too funny. But you try to tear the doors off so you can, because they made their path and they're already established. You try to establish yourself, so you just go out there and tear it off. Your buzz, you got to create a buzz for yourself. And once you get your buzz, and your cities will start calling you.
Absolutely. The other thing people were speaking, some of the comics were saying too, is that don't take someone else's skit or their material and try to put it on yours. Try to have original material.
God. Oh my God. That's another thing that you don't want to do. You never steal no one's material. A lot of times you say some stuff similar, but don't be a joke stealer, because that's another asterisk you don't want. Because once you get labeled as a joke stealer, no one wants you around them. No one.
Wow. That's good right there. That's good.
And you can get yourself in a fight, because I don't seen comics fight over a joke, over one joke.
They've been fighting over a joke, but that was their material.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, sometimes, Cam, sometimes it's a gift and a curse. Because I know I've seen some young comics use some of my material.
Right.
You know, I didn't get mad. Hey, you know, if that's going to help you, okay, you know, that's just me. But for the most part, no. I write my own stuff. I talk about my own stuff. You can't tell me I stole your material when I got a whooping by my mama on this particular day, and I talk about it, people laugh, because that's what really happened.
Right. Absolutely. So yours is through just experiences of what you've been doing in your own life.
Yes.
And that's good. That's absolutely good. Now looking forward, you have some upcoming events that are coming on as far as where you're going. The people that are, like I said, are trying to get out, trying to establish themselves, where would they first look to try to maneuver themselves? What areas would they look at? Is there a certain place they look, or other people, or what?
It depends on where you at. There's always comedy in every city you go. There's very few cities that don't have comedy. Take a trip, take a drive, and just start hitting nearby cities and try to get some stage time. Because if you get there early enough, and if it's off night or something of that sort, ask can you get stage time. A lot of times the promoter or the club owner says, yeah, I give you 4 or 5 minutes. Yes. and that's the only way you're going to get more exposure that way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Your upcoming events, where are you going to be?
I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to, oh my God, Portland, Oregon. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm scared to go to all these places with this Rona because you got to get on the airplane. But I have a couple shows in the Bay Area.
Right.
I can't wait. I can't wait to do my Christmas. I have a Christmas DVD that I'm working on, talking about all my crazy stuff that I grew up in the church. So I cannot wait. That's right before Christmas, and that's going to be a big event for me. But you never know with this COVID stuff, and they shutting everything down. It might get postponed. But I'm coming to a city near you, and I'm trying my darndest to get out there to Texas.
Absolutely.
And when I get to Texas, I'm coming to your house and eat up all your chicken.
I love it. Come on, come on, come on. As ministry, and this is one question that someone just asked, in the ministry, and then you being a comic, what hurdles did you see? What did you have to overcome during that process? They're asking.
Hurdles.
What did you see that
being
was
a minister?
Yeah, as a minister.
Yeah,
and
being a
comic.
minister, and as a comic, I'm a man first. Before I became a minister, it was some struggles along the way because I did say a few curse words. I still say curse words today. I just don't say it much. I don't sin. I'm just trying to sin less.
Right.
People look at you strange. They say, aren't you Minister Mo Jones? And don't I see you at the club at Tommy T's. There's a big place out here called Tommy T's, and I'm there. And you there? I said, look, I'm a human. That don't mean I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't smoke. And I said I'm human. So you got to understand that being a minister, you're still human. And you got a lot of people they take the human element out of it, and they just they block you in as, oh, you're a minister. You're supposed to walk this tight and narrow rope. No. So that's one of the major hurdles as a comic and being a minister. Until you see me you hear my set and you go, oh, well, he didn't even curse. And then you get somebody to come behind you and curse words to start rolling out their mouth. Like, Lord Jesus, let me throw the oil on myself.
Absolutely. We have some people that want to do a shout out to you. Tanisha Williams. Hey, cuz. Cynthia Nana, Erica Harper, and Miss P. Coffee Brown. Miss P. Coffee Brown is a #1 bestseller. Man, her book is off the change, my friend.
Hey, folks, what's going on? God bless each and every one out there, man.
Absolutely.
I love you. You can't do nothing about it.
Absolutely. We still got our question up there. Nobody wants to call in about that question because, what's up? You see your friend's spouse.
That's a loaded question, bro. That's a loaded question.
You see your friend's spouse having an intimate kiss with someone else. What do you do? Man, I think for me, it'd be like, I don't know. Because after you tell your friend, this is the deal though. After you tell your friend, do you think your friend is really going to still be your friend again? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Are they going to believe you or are they not? That's where you got to take pictures and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's one or two things. They're going to thank you. And then you got to understand that's a roller coaster of emotions right there.
Right.
Because if I see your girl kissing another dude and I know it ain't you, and I come to you and say, hey, bro, I need to tell you something.
Yeah.
I just seen KK kissing whoever.
Yeah.
He either gonna get mad and he gonna say you broke up my home, or he gonna thank you.
Yeah.
It's one or two. So it's loaded. It's a loaded question, man. You gotta know your friend, and you gotta understand your friend is your friend before you go tell it.
Exactly. And see, KK, he knowing his heart KK been kissing them other people. That's really what's happening. He been knowing that.
Mm-hmm.
But see, but now you being the friend sees this, and now you gonna tell all the other guys KK was, before you get to him, man, what should I do? Should I tell him or should I not tell him?
Man, a lot of brothers say, man, mind your own business, bro. Just mind your own business.
Exactly. That's what they're gonna say. Stay in your lane, man. Don't tell him. Let him.
Exactly.
Hey, he know his own girl. Just leave it alone.
Yeah. LIG, let it go.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then you thinking to yourself, man, hey, I did this, but then he'll say, why didn't you tell me if he knows you were there?
See, that's the other side of that coin. If you don't tell him and he find out that you know, ooh,
Yeah.
man, I thought you was my dog, man. You should have told me something, man. You really want me to tell you that your woman was kissing another dude? You really want me to tell you that?
You see what I'm saying? That's a whole nother thing,
Yeah.
you know? But while we're talking about
See,
that,
I'll put a comedy spin. What would Jesus do?
what would Jesus do? Now
What
you're
would
a comic.
Jesus do?
You're a comic. Now, what in that way with Jesus? What would Jesus do? What would he do?
Boy, let me tell you something. Jesus said, boy, you know what I'm capable of. I made water into wine. I done walked across the sea. You keep on messing with me.
Now, what would Bernie Mac say? That's the thing. Bernie Mac say, what would he say to that?
Let me tell you something, KK. You know I see that heifer kissing a dude the other day. I'm going to tell you right now. I can't cuss right now, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. I'm trying to bust a move. KK, let me tell you what's going on. I see Keisha kissing some dude in the mouth with an F. Mouth.
With a mouth. See, I love that Bernie Mac impersonation. I love that one, my friend. I really do. You do a lot of impersonations. You do some more. Let's give some more.
Who I want to do? Yeah, this is Ray Charles. I'm on the Cam Hill show, baby. We're gonna do what it do, baby. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, man. I like imitating people.
Yeah.
Them are my two favorite. Them the ones that I actually do. Especially when I do Bernie Mac. What if Bernie Mac was Michael Jackson's judge in this case?
Yes. Yeah.
I love doing Bernie Mac. A lot of people always ask me every time they do Bernie Mac, man, do Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that one because I've always seen you do Bernie Mac when you're out, and it, man, it's just exciting at your shows. How beyond that, just getting the audience with just the expectation that you see with the audiences. What do you feel that other comics, with the advice you would give them, that they should go out when they start feeling? Because I remember you saying you get in your own zone, so you need an hour before that. And many comics need that just for preparation.
Pretty much get in your zone. Know your audience. To any of the up and coming comics, know your audience, study your audience, grow from your audience, feed off your audience, because your audience will tell you which way to go. You got to understand that you're taking them on a journey, and if they're not feeling that part of your journey, switch it up. Or if they'll a lot of times people's postures will tell you how you doing and what you're doing, if they're accepting it, they like it, or they're not feeling it at that point. So that's why I always study my audience, and I would tell any up and comic, please study your audience, because the audience will tell you. Because if you taking them on that journey and you got them captivated and they're following you, man, that is one journey that you just never want. That's a roller coaster ride you don't want ever to end. You don't ever want it to end.
Absolutely. Hey, we're taking a break. We'll take a break right now. We'll be back with comedian Mo Jones. But remember, our question is, you see your friend's spouse having an intimate kiss with someone else, what would you do? And give us a call. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office, like the new 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection, only $299 a month, the new 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection, $399 a month, or the first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, just $499 a month, all for 39 months lease with just $1 down, or purchase and choose 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash with no payments until March 2021. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm attorney Willie Powles. Allow me to express myself with you. If you've been hurt or injured in a car or truck accident, give me a call and we'll get it fixed today.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey family, how you doing? We're back with comedian Mo Jones. Hey my friend, and we're talking about the road to comedy. We also still have our question. We're ready for you to call in. Mr. Mo Jones, how you doing?
I am doing awesome, man.
Let's get
I'm
back to
loving
what
this
we
interview.
I
Having
know. Let's get back to what we were talking about with comedians. They keep asking your advice. You are the advisor, my friend, on it. They're really excited because of the fact that many of them, by said 40 million of people are unemployed, and many of them have a dream. And part of that dream on some people's thought process is to go into business for themselves or do exactly what they've always loved to do, their passion. And passion,
Right.
you know, comedy is their passion.
Comedy could be their passion. Be careful. Pay attention. Be diligent when it comes to up and coming comics, because at the end of the day, you have to understand that you got to know how far to go, what to do, and you got to maintain. Because understand this. Comedy, to get to, it's only a few comics that make over $1 million a year, just a very few, and everybody else is just out here just hustling, just like me. I'm out here hustling. The great thing about me is that, you know, I'm always booked, and I get to do more things with more people. My advice to the up and coming comics is find your niche, find what you're good at in your comedy, stick to it, and make sure that when it comes down to you doing what you do, man, stay humble. Always be humble, and don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Please do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like you say in your niche, many people have their own style that they do comedy, and what they, you know, what they feed off of, or what their, you know, their jokes are about, and things like that.
Yes. Yeah, you got to know your content, what you feel that you like to talk about. Talk about it. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't talk about that. If you're a political comic, talk about politics. I don't necessarily talk about politics much in my comedy. a little, very, very little. I talk about what I know, so I will tell all the up and comics, talk what you know. Um, I talk about my family. I talk about what I see. I
Mm-hmm.
know that to be true because
Right.
I'm successful in it, and I've this journey that I've been on because I've seen comics come and go.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, do not rush to LA and don't rush to or New York. Let LA and New York call you. Don't go to it because a lot of people rush to LA and rush to New York to their careers just nosedive
Right.
because it's a lot of people that's out here thinking they're funny and they go out there and say, I made these people laugh, I can make these people laugh, and you go out there and it ain't what you think it is because they out there in LA they still give you $25 a show. They will
Wow.
give you $25 a show.
Mm. Even in LA and New York, even now.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. I know that for a fact.
And the cost of living is a whole lot cheaper in
Oh
Texas
my
than it
God,
is in New York.
you need 8 stimulus checks to live out. Boy, I'm telling you, man. Man, I guarantee you, my house out here where I live right now, I did a price comparison. Um, my house here, I have a pretty big house. God blessed me with a pretty big house, and I paid 400,000 for this house. The same house that I sit out there in Texas where you guys live, I probably paid 200,000 for.
Exactly. Yes. 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 And then don't put it in New York or New Jersey. You can't even put it in New York. You have to do it in the outskirts, New Jersey or something.
Man, I've seen a 2 bedroom, 1 bath house with 900 square feet in New York for 1.4 million. What in the world?
Where is that? In New York or New Jersey?
In New York,
Wow.
yes. And in
900
San
square feet?
Francisco, the same thing in San Francisco too.
900 square feet.
I got a buddy that pays $5,000 a month for an apartment in San Francisco.
5,000.
That's 60,000 a year.
Yes.
I could do a little math.
That's crazy.
And he don't get a tax break on that.
None.
No,
$5,000.
none.
And that's a
Yes,
two-bedroom.
yes. Yes, it's a 2 bedroom apartment in San Francisco, 5,000 a month.
Wow. We talking about
Man.
5,000 square feet here, 5,000 a month. 5,000 square feet.
But man, that's still small. 5,000 square feet.
Huh?
5,000 square feet for 5,000 a month.
He paying, what is he doing? 900 square feet? What is he doing?
He doing 900 square feet for
For
5,000.
5,000. That's a bath.
Yes.
Is that the bathroom? No.
Boy, I almost cussed. Boy,
Oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy.
that is.
That's
Yeah.
literally crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. But it's
You can't social
location.
distance in a 900 square foot house.
You sure can't. Now that's the truth. That's location though. That's exactly location. Location, location,
That's all it is.
location. $60,000. That's more than people make for a whole year.
Man, come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Ask,
So,
ask
and
some
that's
of those
why
40
he
million
always at
people.
work.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
Can you believe that many people
Yes.
plus and still getting laid off?
Yes, it's so sad. Because during this pandemic, I've been watching a couple of my buddies had to close up some of their shops, and I was very sad because um, this pandemic could have been taken care of in the outset before it even actually began.
Right.
Because number 45 knew about it. He knew about it prior to it coming out.
Right.
And if he'd have got out in front of it and told them to do what they're supposed to do, we wouldn't have lost so many lives. People lost their jobs. People losing their business. These mom and pop businesses, and we're going for a second shutdown too. They'll never come
Absolutely.
back.
They'll never come back. They'll never come back.
And these people have been working their whole life just to get that little mom and pop store up and going, and they started doing really well and being prosperous. And this pandemic done shut them down.
Especially like you say, restaurants with the 50% if they can do it, 50% or 25%. I mean, clubs are completely closed here. If they don't have, some type of eatery or something with it, they're completely closed. But churches, of course, are closed too. Many of them do not want
Yes.
people inside. They'll do maybe outside. I've seen some drive-through churches and stuff like that where people are driving up and then they have the ministry. But man, it's crazy. It is really crazy. And still the numbers are going up.
Yeah, at an alarming rate.
Yes.
And number 45, so I'm talking about, he had it and he in front of everybody. And all of a sudden, 2 days later, I'm healed. You lying. Jesus is on the main line.
Tell him what you want.
Yes.
That is too funny.
And a lot of people are not taking this pandemic serious. That's the problem. Especially some of these older folks, but these young folks talking about ain't nothing gonna keep me in. I'm too young, man. You can catch it too.
It really is. It really is. And not everybody has the same symptoms. Not every, symptoms. No, not everybody has the same. And some people are asymptomatic. They have it, but they don't know they have it.
Right. That's why I told my wife I can only see her on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I can't. I can't with you. Well, today is Friday, so you saw her yesterday, huh?
No, I called in sick.
It's so funny, so funny. How can people get it? Let's do this. Let's get last words to the viewers and tell them how to get in touch with you.
Okay, hit me up on Facebook. It's Mo Jones. Hit me on Instagram. It's I am Mo Jones. It's IAMMOJONES. I am Mo Jones. Hit me up, man. If you have any questions, please hit me up, and I'll be more than any new up and coming comics that need something. Please give me a shout. I will be more than happy to help you. Someone to help me, so I can just return the favor. So please hit me up. Facebook, Instagram. I'm here, Mo Jones. I'm not trying to say I'm the funniest comic in the world, but I'm good at what I do. And God got my back.
Absolutely. I appreciate you so much, my friend. Always coming to my rescue and always coming in when I say, Mo, I need somebody to be on the show.
Wait, Cam.
Uh-oh. There you go.
You better shut up. Bishop Milk Dud in the house.
There you go. You guys got a sample of my friend. I'm telling you. Follow him. Go to the shows. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for everything, buddy.
Hey, man, God bless you and keep you as my prayers. Thank you for allowing me to be on your show once again, man. Continue blessings, Cam.
Thank you so much, my friend. Talk to you then. Take care of everything and be blessed.
You too, sir. God bless you guys. Peace out.
Bye. Hey, guys, on next week, we have a big show. On next Monday, we have a great one, but Tuesday, Lavelle Crawford will be with us, 12:30, 1:30 Central Standard Time. See you. Bye.